I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Did y'all see that press conference last night with transgender tribulation Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu? Did y'all see that? I figured, well, that it was, Benjamin Netanyahu and what was going on over there in Gaza with Hamas and what the people of the Jewish faith and the Jewish state, rather, has been able to do since October the 7th, right? And October the 7th was the day when Hamas went into the kibbutzes at the southern end of Israel and raped and robbed and killed and beheaded, burned babies alive, raped women and killed old men and took 250-some people captive, hostages into Gaza. So what Trump said last night, and I want you to try to understand it because everybody doesn't see everything the same way, the right way. Trump said last night, among other things, indicating his support for Israel, and I appreciate that. I'm a Zionist. I do. I believe the land was bequeathed, deeded in the Bible to Abraham and Abraham's children forever and forever. You say, well, Pastor Man, what about the Palestinians? Don't they have a right? They had the land for nearly 2,000 years when the diaspora of the Jews took place and the Roman soldiers came into Judah and, they didn't kick them out, but the Jews fled to Corinth. They fled to Thessalonica. They fled to the Greek cities. They fled to Antioch, to Rome, and every place else. Say, don't you think that the Palestinians deserve some sort of a right? Aren't they people too? And now they're homeless by the millions. Well, I understand that. As a humanitarian, my heart does go out. But I can't change the law. I can't. What am I going to do? Tell God to change his mind? If the Lord steps down and says, all right, I'm going to take the land away from, better yet, the Lord steps down and says, we need a two-state solution. If God steps down, he hasn't done it so far. And I don't think the Lord's really even interested in that part of the world anymore, but that's another subject matter. But if God steps down and said, all right, we're going to have a two-state solution, then I go along with that. But until he says that, I'm not going against God. I can't, listen, I'm a humanitarian. I see the suffering. I see that. I see the suffering. But I can't go against the word of God. You say, well, people are suffering. Well, there's a whole lot of people suffering. And so, what about the Palestinian rights? Well, they had Gaza. I don't know. Well, what do you want me to do? They had the land for 2,000 years. Yeah, but it didn't belong to them. Well, Pastor Man, I see you're a hard-hearted man, and I ain't gonna listen to you no more. No, don't, homeboy, don't treat me like that. I'm a Bible man. I just got to go along with the Bible. I don't want to mess with the Lord. By the way, here, that ain't what I came to talk. What I came to talk to you about now is what that transgender tribulation Trump said last night, that he's going to turn the Gaza Strip into a French Riviera. Now, let me just break this down. Let me put it down where you can get it. First of all, if you've seen the carnage, if you've seen the pictures of people who are now traveling from South Gaza, trying to get back to Gaza City in the north, if you've seen those long caravan of people on foot, children and babies, if you've seen the rubble, the buildings, the hospitals, the school, all the hospitals are bombed out, all the schools are bombed out, all the churches and mosques, everything, all that's bombed, all that's gone. There ain't nothing left. I don't know where people are going to the bathroom. I have no idea what they're doing. If you've seen that, and then Trump gets up and says, we want to move these people out, we'll send them somewhere. We don't know where. We'll get them out of there, and then we'll make it a nice French Riviera, put some nice hotels there, and put it right there on the beach, and we'll make it like the French Riviera. Now, Trump has said some pretty insensitive things since I've known about him. But that was the most hate-filled, insensitive, racist, if you will, statement I've ever heard any. Listen, George Wallace can't hold a candle to what Trump said last night, such as, let me translate what Trump said. Let's make it a French Riviera. Let's get rid of the people. Let's make it a French Riviera. Let me translate. I don't give a damn about them Muslims. The hell with them Muslims. The hell with their children. I don't give a damn. Let's get them the hell out of there. They ain't never done nothing. They've had the land. They ain't done nothing with it. They got all this beautiful land sitting on the beach, and all they want to do is talk about whatever the hell they want to talk about. They ain't never done nothing. They ain't got nothing. That nobody wants to go there. Ain't a place where nobody want to visit. Plus, you got all this beachfront property. Get the Muslims the hell out of there. Throw them Muslims, get them the hell out of there. Throw them out of there. The place is rubble. They all, I don't know, get the hell, and then we'll go in with and we'll build some nice hotels, and we'll build some nice resorts, and we'll make it a French Riviera for white people, for people from Sweden, from Norway, from Finland, from Switzerland. Damn, Trump. I mean, how blatantly racist and hard-hearted can any fool be? You know, I predict we're going to have a lot of terrorist activities for two reasons. One is the FBI has been gutted. It has been decimated. We ain't got no FBI no more. You forget about that. Ain't no FBI. I do pray they get rid of the tax people. The IRS, Mr. Trump, can you get rid of the IRS? No, we ain't got no FBI. But the other thing is that what Trump said last night, any Muslim, and they got a whole lot of Muslims all in that Muslim world over there. You got Jordan, you got Algiers, you got Morocco, you got Egypt, you got the other Syria, you got that, you got Lebanon. And Trump insulted the Muslims last night by saying they ain't nothing. But I tell you what, though, I have to tell you this, though, because I figure you'll listen to me, because we've been friends for some time. That's what white people said about Harlem. That's the hell, I'm telling you the exact same thing. White people say, listen, Harlem is it's a bedroom community. It's sitting right on the Central Park North. It's right between the two rivers. It's 15 minutes away from LaGuardia Airport. You can get on a bus and you walk out your house anywhere in Harlem, and within a block and a half, you're on a bus or a train. It is the most pricey. It is the best community in all of the 5 boroughs of New York City. Let's get them niggas out of there, the white people say. Let's get them niggas out of Harlem. And let's foreclose them, make them homeless, take away their property, tax them to death, tax the hell out of them. The ones that do have homes and businesses, tax the hell out of them, run them niggas out of there, and we white people can take Harlem. It's called gentrification. We can take Harlem. Except 25 years later, they got just one problem. Manning won't go. Manning won't go for the okie doke. And we get some of these pensioners Negroes like David Dinkins and David Patterson and, Basil Patterson, Charles Rangel and Calvin. But we get some of these pensioners Negroes to help us get rid of them niggas. Get them out. Harlem is a beautiful, all them beautiful brownstone, beautiful 20-foot ceilings, 25-foot rooms, fireplaces, backyard. Get them niggas out of Harlem. And that's white people. We can have sidewalk ramp cafes in the summertime. You got those wide sidewalks, those wide boulevards, 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue, and 9th Avenue, not 9th Avenue, Lenox Avenue. Let's get them niggas out of Harlem. And white people, let's take it. Let's take it. We can build new buildings, new commerce. We can bring upscale shops all into Harlem, and let's take it. And then God said to me, at the same time they were planning that, God came to me one morning when I was praying and said, ATLAH. So what's that? Oh Lord, ATLAH. So the Holy Ghost said, now see now the word you spoken out, the new name God given for Harlem. That's when I entered into a fight with the white people who came up here to take Harlem. So now, anyway, going back to Trump, I mean, he don't even try to hide his racism. I remember, in his first presidential, office, it was illegal too. He had this Muslim ban all Muslims. We don't know damn Muslim. All you Muslims, get out of here. Well, no Muslims in America. Y'all remember the Muslim ban? The ban on Muslims. Get the Muslims out of America. We no Muslims. Trump is a racist. I mean, he's a racist SOB. Anyway, last night took the cake. I couldn't believe what said move 2 million people. I don't care where you send them. Send them anywhere. Get them out of Gaza, and we're going to make it a French Riviera. It's doggone. And if we have to, we'll use the military. Somebody asked, will we use the military to get rid of these Gazan people? He said, we'll use whatever force we're necessary. Whatever's needed. Meaning, if we need to use the military to get rid of these Muslims, it's a doggone. I mean, here are people. First of all, it ain't gonna happen. But the fact he didn't have enough sense to realize how racist he sounds. I mean, I've listened to a whole lot of stuff. I've been around the barn a few times, and you can very well see by all this gray hair I got on my head. I swear, that was the most racist public statement I've ever heard. And even when he said it, Benjamin Netanyahu, I was here and told Benjamin Netanyahu what he was going to say. Benjamin Netanyahu was shocked. He looked at holy hell. Even we don't want that. Whoa! But he ain't going to buck Trump. Of all the years of my living and all the racist things, everybody from the Black Panthers to the Ku Klux Klan, I ain't never heard anything as racist as what Trump said last night about taking those people's land. He said, we're just going to go in and take it. Damn. By the way, damn's in the Bible. Those that believe and shall be baptized, Mark chapter 16, verse 16, shall be saved, but those that believe not shall be damned. I've never in all my life ever heard anybody as racist and as insensitive and dumb and stupid as Trump. Because, I mean, if you're going to take it, you don't announce to the people that's what you're going to do. He just don't think these Gazan people, these Muslims got in his damn sense at all. So here's why I started 10 minutes ago. Muslim, I believe, that's what I believe. I know Secret Service knocking on my door. But I believe as a result of what Trump has said, we're going to see terrorism back in full bloom here in America, on the subways, on the buses, at the airports, where it's very painful because of what Trump said. And not only that, we don't have the FBI to investigate terrorists and terrorist cells that now exist in America. That you got 5,000 FBI agents now on limbo as to whether or not they're going to get fired by Trump. So we're going to see terrorism on the rise. That would have been the first reason why terrorism would have been able to rise, because Muslims don't like, I have to give it to you, Muslims don't like Americans either. They don't like Americans. They don't like the fact that Americans are standing with Jews. And Muslims probably don't like me because I'm standing with Jews. But I can tell you this, what Trump said last night is going to bring death to the airports, death to the rivers and bridges, death to the trains and public transportation and public places. What Trump said last night about the Muslims, about what he would do to them, just move them out. He didn't give a damn way. He said, just get them out of there. And we're going to put up some fancy hotels for white people. Damn. It's on, everybody. Muslims, the Islamic Muhammad boys ain't going to let that stand. The Muhammad boys ain't going to let that stand. And by the way, MAGA, listen, y'all ain't no competition for the Muhammad boys, because they got a different. They've been living under different circumstances than y'all. So it's on in America. But I'll tell you the truth. Well, history has. We need to get this. Historians need to point this out as the most racist thing that's ever been said by a white man since the world began. Was last night when Trump said, "Throw the Muslims out of their home. That's their home. That's where they were born. That's where they live." And put white people in there with fancy hotels and beachfront property. Damn!